The picturesque Styrian Hills of the Red Bull Ring host round 11 of the 2025 F1 season. Breathtaking views, stunning racing, and a championship battle that keeps on giving. Welcome to Austria. Welcome to F1 Kids. Izzy Browning here alongside Kai, Zach, and Scala. And Zach, this is a short lap, but certainly an entertaining one.
100%, and we are here at the Spielberg circuit, set upon the scenic Styrian Hills of Austria. This track is one that has the fewest corners of any on the calendar, with only 10, yet it's still very challenging for the drivers due to lots of height changes.
This is how they line up for the starting grid. So, right at the very front of the race, we have a brilliant lap from Lando, starting him on pole, and just behind him, following closely behind with a very strong qualifying, it's the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. We have Oscar Piastri, the second McLaren, starting in third, and in fourth, it's Lewis Hamilton with his highest qualifying this season. But it looks like we have a bit of a problem here. It's Carlos Sainz and the Williams.
There's a real, is that a fire starting to happen? The brakes are on fire. Okay, this isn't as bad as it looks. It is a fire, but this has come from the brakes, and the brakes get very hot regularly.
Lots and lots of mechanics around the car. Scott, how many mechanics are we seeing? Try and count them.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18. No, I'm counting other people now.
well, rightly so, because there's so many people coming over to this car. There's now about 4 or 5 fire extinguishers.
Yeah. The green flag has flown at the back of the grid, and it's all eyes to the lights. It's lights out and we are racing here in Austria. A great launch from the front row, but Lando Norris is able to sweep across and try and defend from Charles Leclerc as getting in front. Oscar Piastri dives around the outside. Brilliant move there from the McLaren pairing as they manage to break away up front. Charles Leclerc's held on to P3. Watch out for George Russell in behind as it's 3 wide heading up to turn 3. Who's going to work out lock up there from Antonelli? And he goes right into the side of one of the RBs, and that looks like it was a Red Bull round. That might have been Max Verstappen, which would be a massive upset for the crowd here at the Red Bull Ring if Max Verstappen has went round. As we slow down, safety car is deployed, which means all of the drivers need to slow down to their delta, and that will be heartbreak for the crowd, heartbreak for the team, and heartbreak for Max Verstappen himself.
We can see some disappointed looking drivers.
And as you see Verstappen here, he tried to send it around the outside, and Antonelli comes completely flying down the inside with a locking up. He was not stopping, he was charging down the inside, and he unfortunately, in collateral damage, took out Max Verstappen there. I think it was a bit of a rookie mistake there from Antonelli. Verstappen could do nothing. He saw a car coming straight into his mirrors, and he could not avoid it.
Some people, guys, say that this track looks like a whale from above. Do we agree with, the track map?
A whale with a huge tail.
I see it.
I think it
or like
does.
half of its head body could be underwater. But wow, I mean, Lando's looking really happy on the side here. It says he's got 6 race wins, 34 podium finishes, 11 pole positions, 1,183 career points. I mean, I see why he's dancing, because that's really impressive.
Oscar Piastri clapping in his typical not too emotion showing position. He's got 4 race wins.
He's got a big smile on his face, no?
He's got a
grinning.
Smile. Yeah, he's grinning, but I don't know what he's looking at. He's not showing too much with his eyes.
DRS will have a massive play in this one. It doesn't look like Lando's going to fight it. Yes, it is. He goes to the inside. He goes defensive, but it should be an easy sweep around the outside from Oscar Piastri. Switch back here from Norris. He gets back on the inside line, and he will have that DRS flap open down the back straight towards turn 4 as the McLaren drivers are side by side once again. An interesting moment there from Norris as you saw the DRS flap open and close once again down the straight, but not too many issues if it was one at all as Lando Norris manages to maintain. Here comes Piastri back on the inside. He's going to fight it. Norris gives him the room but maintains the position one more lap.
What a battle we are seeing between the two at the front.
They're having a dance battle in the top right. Who do you think's winning, Scarlett?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, it looks like, is it Lando on the left?
Yeah, I think it's Lando.
Well, they look
on the
they've
left
got
of
like
Austria.
fireworks coming out. I mean, that's amazing. I'd like to be having a dance battle up there.
And now we're seeing yet another battle. This is Gabriel Bortoletto on Pierre
Oh,
Gasly. Scarlett, he's
That was
going
such
for
a
it.
clean move, wasn't it? I mean, he made that look easy. It's
But Gasly's having a go back at him as you see Gasly going right wheel to wheel with Bortoletto. Bortoletto holds him off for now, but is Gasly going to have another go back? No, as his avatar pops out from the side, Bortoletto is up into 7th position.
That's
You know.
Alex Albon on our screens. Alex Albon retiring. What a horrible day for the Williams team. He's pulling out all the moves this afternoon. Well, he's going to have to pull out all the moves, Kai. The moves on track.
Yeah, he's going to have to pull out all the moves if he wants to win this race. And talking about moves, we see Gabriel Bortoletto going down the inside of Oliver Behrman, and that will promote himself up into P12 on the circuit. He pops up to say hello in the bottom right, and he makes his way past Oliver Behrman as well.
So Lando Norris pitted first, and he has maintained his lead out front then after the first pit stops, Kai.
Yeah, this is exactly what Lando Norris would have been hoping for. That's a brilliant undercut there from the McLaren crew.
There's also some building blocks around the track in the form of Lego blocks, because some of the brake marker boards have been changed into these Lego blocks, Scarlett.
It's so cool. I mean, they look amazing, don't they? And they're massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it always hurts when you stand on Lego, so let's hope that no one stands on that. But we can see here, this was it the Miami Grand
was.
Prix? And they all got to race Lego cars. I mean, that is amazing. I think that's the happiest I've seen most of the drivers.
I have never seen smiles that big from some of our
No,
drivers.
definitely not. I mean, they look like they're having the time of their lives.
All of the drivers there seem to be lined up on the grass having a little bit of a dance. I'm pretty sure we saw our producer doing that dance earlier on. Maybe we should get him there at the circuit dancing with the drivers.
There's battles
Diving back
everywhere
down the
you
inside.
look.
Hopefully they don't make contact here. It's so close to the racing. And they have!
Oh,
Yuki
no.
Tsunoda, unfortunately, has gone into the rear right wheel of, I think that is Franco Colapinto, and he's spun around. Luckily, he's managed to get himself going. And I just saw there, Yuki Tsunoda was a bit ambitious with the way he went into the corner, locked his front right brake, and unfortunately just understeered into the rear right tyre.
And there is Lewis Hamilton currently in P4, and look at his stats, Scarlett.
I mean, it is just incredible. 7 world titles, 105 race wins, 202 podium finishes, and 104 pole positions. No wonder he's celebrating. And I mean, he's just chilling there in his car, isn't he? He seems pretty happy, pretty stable. I think that's a pretty good position. It's interesting to see where he'll go, but I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it?
and someone who's strong and on our screens right now is Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, 8 race wins, 46 podium finishes, 26 pole positions, lots of pole positions. That is not a bad card. If you go to someone on the street and say, I'm an F1 driver, I've got 8 race wins and 46 podium finish, I don't think they'd think you're not too shabby, to be fair. And Charles Leclerc, we know he's a great driver.
We were expecting it to be 2 stops in this race, Kai, as we said at the beginning, and a great final pit stop for Oscar Piastri, 2 seconds exactly.
Yeah, as predicted, it was a 2-stop strategy. 2 sets of mediums and 1 set of hards has been the preferred strategy for all of the teams here. And Oscar Piastri, it's not the best pit release there, as he does have a little bit of traffic in front of him of lapped cars, and they're actually fighting right now as we see down the inside. Tsunoda
That's
gonna
not
get
ideal
held
at all
up.
for
Yeah,
Piastri.
held up does Oscar Piastri there as he's gonna fight.
He's put him on the grass. That is
my
not great
gosh.
for Oscar Piastri. The lapped car there has put him right onto the grass, similar to what we saw for Lando Norris and Max Verstappen last year. Oscar Piastri, I'm sure, will be complaining over the radio about that. Piastri, it's 10 laps to go. He is on the hunt. It's 2.6 seconds. It's now under 3 seconds. Lando Norris will be seeing that papaya car starting to emerge in his mirrors. Will he be able to get him by the end of the race? He's got the fastest lap as well.
Well, we saw Norris under pressure from Piastri earlier on in the race in the starting stages. Will Joseph, I'm sure, will be feeding all of that information to Lando Norris.
But he's certainly enjoying himself with his teammate, and we're enjoying watching it as well. I think we're going to be doing that by the end of the race, those kind of dance moves. And the two of these drivers are battling as well towards the end of the race. And actually, Gabriel Bortoleto battling with his manager, Fernando Alonso. And what a person to be battling with on the track.
Yes,
Zach.
the most experienced driver of them all. Fernando Alonso, he's had so many years behind the wheel, and he's really wily. He knows exactly how to position his car to stop Bortoleto, the newest driver on one of the newest drivers, one of the rookies on our grid. He knows exactly what to do.
The McLaren driver hasn't won here since 2001. It's absolutely amazing from Lando Norris to be able to bring this home.
So Lando Norris has won the 2025 Austrian Grand Prix ahead of his teammate Oscar Piastri.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah, well done, everyone. Beautiful 1-2. Car was great. Ish.
What a weekend, not just for McLaren, but for the Kick Sauber team as well. Gabriel Bortoleto and Nico Hulkenberg will score points. It's going to be Gabriel Bortoleto's first points of the season, and P8 is a beautiful one to take home.
And what a race it was, and what an afternoon it has been here on F1 Kids. It has been great to have your company. My thanks to Scarlett, Kai and Zach, and to you for joining us. Always great to have your company. And the good news is you won't have to wait long to hear us again, as F1 Kids will be back for the British Grand Prix next weekend. So make sure you join us then. It is goodbye for now.